Hi guys, let's do another English practice lesson. Today the article's name is Just 80 Minutes Less Sleep Could Cause Weight Gain. It was posted July 23rd, 2026, the level advanced. Some vocabulary: sedentary, involving or spending a lot of time sitting. Severe, very great or serious. Deprivation, I will check the pronunciation of this word.
Deprivation.
Deprivation, the fact of not having or being kept from something that is necessary or important.
Appetite.
Appetite, a natural desire for food to satisfy hunger. Mild, not very strong or intense. Pattern, a regular form or sequence in the way that something happens or is done. Okay, let's start the article. Many people think that the weight gain mainly happens because they eat too much or don't get enough exercise. However, a new study suggests that getting enough sleep may also play an important role. Researchers at New York's Columbia University found that even losing a little sleep each night over a long period could lead to weight gain, as well as to more sedentary behavior. Although participants gained only an average of about half a kilogram, the researchers say the amount could become much more important if the same sleep habits continue for months or years. Previous studies on this topic mostly focused on people with very severe sleep deprivation, often sleeping only 4 hours each night. Those studies found that a lack of sleep could affect appetite and lead to overeating. However, this study focused on a more common, milder pattern of sleep loss that many adults experience. The study included 95 adults who usually slept between 7 and 8 hours each day during one 6-week period. Participants delayed when they went to bed, reducing their sleep by about 80 minutes each night. During another 6-week period, they returned to their normal sleep schedule, allowing the researchers to compare the effects of the two sleeping patterns. After 6 weeks of shorter sleep, participants had gained an average of half a kilogram in weight. They also spent more time being sedentary during the day, with inactive time increasing by 17 minutes on average. The researchers say more studies are needed to understand exactly why getting less sleep might lead to weight gain. However, their findings suggest that even a small loss of sleep, repeated over a long period, could have a much bigger effect on health than many people expect. Okay, I could understand the text, the reading, so let's move on to the discussion. What are your thoughts on the study's findings? I have already experienced that where when I slept badly, I my next day was worse than the normal day where I had a previous good night. Yeah. So yeah, I usually I try to sleep at least 7 hours a day. If I sleep like 5 hours, sometimes I'm too tired go my to do my workout that I do in the usually in the morning, or I I stay during the whole day sleepy. Yeah. Do you find it surprising that sleep loss could cause weight gain? Actually, not. I know that sometimes when I go to sleep between my I start to sleep and I wake up in the morning. Sometimes I lose almost 2 kilograms. So I we lose a lot weight sleeping, but to me it was more the quantity of time that I stayed without eating. Yeah. When was the last time you felt sleepy deprived? I think it was the last weekend, maybe, where I was I was too sleepy later because I was watching a movie and I needed to wake up earlier in the next in the Sunday, I think. So yeah, I felt sleep deprived. Okay. Have you ever struggled with keeping up a healthy sleep schedule? Um, Not ever, but I've already struggled with keeping a good routine of sleep schedule. But lately, as I changed my routine to start doing exercise as first task of the day, I am feeling in sleepy earlier than before. Do you know anyone who suffers from insomnia? No, actually, I don't. I don't know someone that suffers from insomnia. But when I was younger, I've had to drink medicine because I had insomnia. Yeah. Let's move on to the further discussion. Have your sleeping habits become healthier over time with the fact that we are becoming older? We start, I think, we start to have a good habit like sleeping. We start like more sleeping. So yeah. Do you have a very strict bedtime routine? Not strict, but usually I feel I get sleepy early. Yeah. Do you tend to fall asleep quickly? Have you always been like this? Yeah, I tend to fall asleep quickly lately, as I said, because of my routine that now I do my exercises like the first task in the day. But once it was too hard to get in sleep, to fall asleep. So yeah, it's just lately that yeah. What do you find most challenging? Getting enough sleep, exercising regularly, or eating healthily? It's hard, but I think that eating healthily is the most challenging because we need to avoid a lot of things. Sleep is that golden chain that ties health and our bodies together. Thomas Dekker, what are your thoughts on this quote? I agree. I think with a good night of sleep, start we can start well the day, and without that, we probably will have a bad day and being sleepy. And yeah, sure, I think is connected a good routine with a good night of sleep. Okay, so that's it. We have finished that article. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.